I wrote this about 6 months ago, and then maybe June or April, Kim is here, she's wonderful, she's a great poet. She read this poem that she had written about her memory with her, or like her relationship with her father, and that kind of, I wasn't going to share this, and then that inspired me to share this because I connected with it. So, thanks Kim. My name, Abigail, means father's joy. As soon as I was old enough to understand irony, this was hilarious to me. I have few memories of my father. Most of them are just feelings, memories within dreams, or blurred moments based on pictures I've seen a million times before. The memories I do have are tinged with disappointment. He played with us in the snow once when I was 7. We wanted to build this big wall in the front yard, and he refused to let us go inside until it was completely finished. I remember as a child so desperately wanting to have something in common with him that I claimed my favorite color was yellow, just like him. Now, when I think of yellow, all I think of is how bright the sun was on the day I was forced to go on a trip to the zoo with him after not seeing him for 4 years. When I think of snow, I think of a wall in between us, one that I have been holding up or it will fall on me. My father is the reason I don't believe people when they say they're sticking around. The first boy I ever fell in love with had the same name as my father, and it scared me. I hate that it scared me. I should know better than anyone that names do not determine the course that our lives take. Abigail means father's joy, and I can't help but wonder, where is the joy? He never said, I'm sorry. I was going on a trip out of the country when I learned that he still had partial custody of me. Has partial custody of me. I remember crying when I learned that I was not unattached to him, that I still belonged to him. I didn't want to belong to him. I don't want to belong to him. He never said, I'm sorry, and he forgot that I like to be called Abby instead of Abigail, and he brought his girlfriend so I could meet her. Why would I want to meet her? I didn't even want to meet him. I didn't know him. I didn't want to know him. I didn't want to know him at all. I don't want him to know me or to be ever able to claim that he knew me. Don't tell me that I'm lucky because he still wants to be in my life. I don't want him there. I spent my childhood hoping he wasn't actually my father. I still hope he isn't actually my father because there's no joy for me. There was just fear, and then there was just sadness, there was just hurt, and then there was just anger, and now there is just anger. I have not left room for anything else. He didn't leave me room for anything else. And no, I'm not going to forgive him. Don't try to convince me it will make me feel better. It would have made me feel better if I had had a father. I am ashamed to carry his DNA, to carry his last name, to carry a first name that fucking means father's joy. I never want to bring him joy. He doesn't deserve it. He's never brought me any.